Happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve. It is June 4th, and welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you all for stopping by. Those who haven't subscribed, I have a lot of my viewers are not actually subscribed to my channel. So if you're interested, join over. It's all love and inspiration and things over here. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the situation that's going on with the riots, and I want to offer prayers and condolences to George Floyd's family, and especially his kids, and his siblings, and close relatives, and people who loved him and knew him. And it's hard losing somebody, but to see him perish like that on national television, it's man. I'm telling y'all, I just been, Lord have mercy, just been in a way behind it. But anyway, my daughter had come to me on yesterday. She was getting ready to go do some volunteer work with some kids. But anyway, she was telling me that there has been a rift in a lot of the Caucasian families, and she said that, and where the rift is that the young Caucasian college students are feuding with their racial parents. And I thought, wow, God gives you a child, and you're supposed to rear them to be able to, for him to receive them at death, and you're teaching them hatred. That's horrible. I don't care how much material things you give them, possessions. If you don't give your kids don't introduce them to a relationship with Christ, you failed as a parent. Nothing else that you do matter. I don't care if they have trust funds or millionaires before they reach puberty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I tell you, and I mention this time and again about that heaven on earth mentality. You're going to spend eternity somewhere. And if it's hate in your heart, it's not going to be with God. And I told y'all the other day, I don't know if it'll be posted if I get a chance to post this one soon. But one of my old co-workers told me her dad was racist. And I was like, wow. As a parent, in order for you to show love, you have to be loving. You understand what I'm saying? If everything you do is hate, there's no love. There's none. And you're gonna hate something that God gave to somebody else, but expect love to flow to and from something that he gave you? Come on, y'all. And I read something this morning. I couldn't sleep, but I got up, went to the restroom, and then I went on Instagram, and I read a post that just had me, I'm a softie. I cry a lot because I have compassion. My life is not about me and my feelings, but I care for other people. And this one post was sad. She said that she lost family members because of skin color. I had to get off of, I was on Instagram. I had to get off. Because, I don't know, how can you be loving and spew hate? Those two things don't go together. They just don't. And you have kids, and when you leave this world, you would hope that somebody would be loving to your children. But if you spew hate your whole life, just think about if all these kids who had racist parents would be racist themselves. It just, I don't know. What? I said God himself is going to have to fix this problem. And when he do it right. Decent and in order. There are going to be some changes. And George Floyd, little daughter, my daughter was telling me, the little girl said her dad is famous or whatever. His name is going to be known. He is going to be in the history books. Yes, he is. Because his death has sparked a revolution. It is going to, I'm telling you, change is in progress. Now, the looting and things like that, you know, but I don't agree with. I wouldn't indulge in. But the protesting, yes, I surely would. I surely will. Because I have a right to do so. But a young man they interviewed on the news. And my daughter, he's a friend of my daughter's. And this is what he said. He said, we're not all thugs. We're not all gangbangers. He said we just want to be treated equal and able to pursue happiness just like everybody else. That's what he said. And it's sad that people have to go to the extreme, you know, to demand what should be free. Man, I just don't get it. But to my Caucasian friends and family, because I have a lot of Caucasians in my family and I love them all. If we don't start talking about it and having those conversations, things are never going to change. Because a lot of times, racism and prejudice is a very touchy subject. And a lot of people clam up when it's mentioned. But I'm going to tell you something else that has to change. There have been a lot of instances where people are being discriminated against, racially profiled. They're in a hostile work environment where there's a lot of those in authority are able to make racist comments and things like that, and nothing is done. Here is what has to happen from now on. Every time there's a situation like that where, you know, you got people who's supposed to serve and protect, and they can get in their work setting and make racial jokes and stuff, they need to be called out. Going forward, don't sit there and say, I'm afraid of losing my job. Because the job is a resource. God is your source. So you know what? It's time for us to speak out. And every chance I get, in the most professional and the most respectful way I can, I let it be known. If something is not right, I'm going to voice my opinion about it. That's who I am as a person. And you know, like somebody was saying the other night, Rosa Parks knew she wasn't supposed to sit in the front of that bus, but she was tired.